Remember, we need a supermajority.
Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order, please. First, I'd like to point out where our fire exits are, just to my left here, through this door, and through the door through which we all came in today. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Get roll call attendance, please.
Member Spencer. Member Sprata.
Present.
Member Menard.
Present.
Member Yerborough.
Present.
And Acting Chairman Delaney.
Here. First legal notice, please.
Please take notice, the Zoning Board of Appeals of the Village of Depew will hold a public hearing on September 14th, 2023 at 7 p.m. in the council chambers of the municipal building, 85 Manitow Street, to consider the application of Dale Rainey for the property located at 67 Mary Lou Drive, Depew, New York, 14043 of Chapter 260, subset 260, 14B1H, to allow him to construct a concrete driveway exceeding the maximum allowance of 5 feet for a total of 9 feet in front of the principal dwelling, requesting 4 feet of relief. A pre-board meeting will begin in the conference room of the municipal building, 85 Manitow Street, Depew, New York, and any and all persons interested in such application will be heard at this time. Just note there was a Scribner's error, and we corrected the part of the code that we're referencing.
Thank you. Anyone that would like to speak on this, please step forward to the mic, give your name, and tell us what you'd like to do.
Before we get started, just an administrative note. Because we're missing 2 board members, a supermajority is required. You need at least 3 votes for this to pass.
Thank you.
I'm Dale Ranny. I'm the resident that's applying for the variance.
Okay.
As stated, I'm looking for a variance to allow me to extend my driveway in width. Basically, we were blessed with twins. We decided to stay locally for college, which is a great thing to save them money. However, it does possess a problem as far as fitting 5 vehicles in my driveway. And just by adding that extra little pad off to the side would allow me to fit them all and make me compliant as far as wintertime parking goes, to get all the vehicles off of the street in the wintertime is what we're really looking to do, and this is the easiest solution that I can see other than parking at Wegmans and walking a block and a half to home.
Right. Any questions from board members? Member Sprata?
No, I asked you about snow removal, and you said you would just put it on your front lawn,
Which is where it goes
logical.
currently anyways, yes.
Okay.
Member Menard, any questions?
No questions from myself.
Member Yarborough?
No questions at this time.
I do have pictures which
Oh,
I
please.
put cones to kind of show what the property would look like as far as how the driveway would be installed.
Can we keep these? Or?
Sure.
Any questions, comments, concerns from code on this?
No.
Anything from legal?
No.
Okay. So that being said, I'm going to read out the 6 criteria that are required for an area variance in New York State. Part of the packet you filled out, you answered some questions. I'm going to read the questions and your answers.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Before I do that, though, is there any public comment? Anyone like to speak on this item? No? Okay. Number 1, will an undesirable change be produced in the character of the neighborhood or detriment to nearby properties be created by granting of the area variance? You wrote no, and I would agree. Number 2, Can the benefit sought by you, the applicant, be achieved by some other method other than an area variance? You wrote no, and that's true. Number 3, is the requested area variance substantial? You wrote no, and I agree. 4, will the proposed area variance have an adverse effect or impact the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district? You wrote no, and I would agree. 5, is the alleged difficulty self-created, which consideration shall be relevant to the decision of the Zoning Board of Appeals, but not necessarily preclude the granting of the requested area variance? You wrote, my wife and I were blessed with twins who are staying local for college, thus additional space is needed to park. The answer is yes, but thank you for that. And last but not least, what is the minimum area variance deemed necessary and adequate? You wrote the additional 4 feet needed is as small as we can go to accommodate another vehicle. Is that 4 feet?
It's 4 feet past the allowed 5 feet in front of the house for a
Okay,
total.
so that's the variance they need.
Yes, yep.
Good. Okay, so that being said, would one of my fellow board members like to put forth a motion to grant or deny this variance as presented?
I'll make a motion to grant the variance.
Motion made by member Yarborough. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by member Sprata. Roll call vote, please.
Member Sprata,
Yes.
Member Menard,
Yes.
Member Yarborough,
Yes.
Chairman Delaney.
Yes.
4 yes, variance granted.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, legal notice and legal.
Please take notice that the Zoning Board of Appeals of the Village of Depew will hold a public hearing on September 14th, 2023 at 7 p.m. in the council chambers of the municipal building, 85 Manitow Street, Depew, New York, to consider the application of Joey's Pizza for the property located at 4538 Broadway, Depew, New York 14043 of Chapter 260, subset 260, 37B7, to allow them to construct a 101 by 32.2 inch sign on the roof of building for business located at the property. A pre-board meeting will begin at 6:30 p.m. in the conference room of the municipal building, 85 Manitow Street, Depew, New York, and any and all persons interested in such application will be heard at this time.
Hi.
My name is Rick Johnson from Express Sign. We're actually the company building the signs for him. It's a pretty unique project. It's probably one of the best ones we've designed yet, so I'm free to answer any questions you may have on that.
Member Sprata, any questions?
The design, I like the design myself too, very appealing.
I can't take the credit for it, but I will since I'm here.
The framework that's on there now from the previous sign, that's going to be taken down?
That's
and
all
then-
going to be gone.
Okay, you put up new angle iron or
Yeah,
whatever?
everything's going to be sanded, painted, redone up there to seal all the holes that are up in the roof from the current stuff that's there.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's going to be painted nice and will be hopefully a proud sign for him.
And how will it be lit?
Internally by LEDs,
LED?
low voltage LEDs.
Okay.
And it, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, member
Go ahead.
Menard.
Oh, so that's freestanding letters, or is it a all conjoined sign?
Correct. It's all conjoined sign mounted to the metal fabric
Okay. It's not like a traditional
box sign.
box sign.
No.
Okay. I was just worried if the wind would take that.
Yeah.
If there was wind issue, would that sign be a problem if it was all conjoined like a traditional box
It would.
sign?
Because the wind will put up restriction and that wouldn't work for that corner, I don't believe.
But the way it is just lettered, it will be fine
Correct.
with the wind, if there was a wind issue.
Yeah, they're the way I have it designed, that it'll withstand 120 mile-an-hour winds and a 80-pound snow roadway.
Fantastic, okay.
Okay. Anything further from member Sprata, member Menard?
None for me.
This is a second location of the Joey's that's across from St. Martha's, is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Okay, just wanted to confirm that.
Member Yarborough, any questions?
No, attractive sign though.
Thank you.
Any questions, comments, concerns from code?
No,
From legal?
That's so cool you made the pizza look like it was melting. It's not a comment, it's just, I guess it's a comment, not a question. It's a comment, not a question.
It's a comment.
Yeah. No legal questions, though.
Okay, any public comment on this item? No? Okay, so with that said, I'm going to read off the 6 criteria for an area variance that's filled out as part of your packet. The questions and your answers to them. Number 1, will an undesirable change be produced in the character of the neighborhood or detriment to nearby properties be created by granting of the area variance? You wrote no, and that's true. Number 2, can the benefit sought by you, the applicant, be achieved by some other method other than an area variance? You wrote no, and that's true. 3, is the requested area variance substantial? You wrote no, and that's true. Number 4, will the proposed area variance have an adverse effect or impact the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district? You wrote no commercial street. I would say that, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no is true. Number 5, is the alleged difficulty self-created, which consideration shall be relevant to the decision of the zoning board of appeals, but not necessarily preclude the granting of the requested area variance? You wrote no, answers yes to that one. And then lastly, what is the minimum area variance deemed necessary and adequate? You wrote yes. What do you have on that, Kate?
it's not really a question of feet, like a driveway would be. It's the
Right.
location of the sign, because typically we do not
Okay.
permit signs on roofs.
Okay. So I can word that. Okay. So with that said, do we have a board member that wishes to put forth a motion to grant or deny this variance as presented?
I'll make the motion to grant, motion made to grant the variance as stated.
Motion made by member Sprata to grant. Do we have a second?
I second the motion.
Seconded by member Menard. Roll call vote, please.
Member Sprata,
Yes.
Member Menard,
Yes.
Member Yarborough,
Yes.
Chairman Delaney,
Yes.
4 yes, variance granted.
Now, does this have to go in front of another board as well, or is this is it?
They gone in front of planning yet, or do they need
It
to?
doesn't need to go to planning.
Doesn't,
No, just the minutes need to be approved, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But code will be in contact with you on how to proceed next.
Great, thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
as
sir.
soon as we're ready for you to follow up, we'll give you a call. It will be one of my clerks. Could be me, you never know.
Majority.
Motion to close the hearing.
I make a motion to close the hearing.
Member Menard, second.
I'll second it.
Seconded by member Sprata. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing closed.
When's, hold on.